everyone. I am here again to say Happy New Year and to just touch base with everybody who may be wondering how I'm doing and where I've been. It is January 2nd, and I am still here fighting. Man, what a ride this has been. It's pretty surreal to me that I still have to wake up every day and deal with this. It's astounding to me. Yesterday, January 1st, 4 years ago, was when I took the first 1/8 of a milligram cut from my 1.5 milligram dose of clonazepam. 5 weeks later, all hell broke loose at 1 in the afternoon and I became bedbound, and it has been a ride through hell, let me tell you. I'm sure most of you know what I mean when I say that. I am still struggling greatly with this Bodhi feeling, which is just torment. I still have really intense pressure in my head and my body and my limbs. It feels like cement's being poured into me, and that is only, believe it or not, worsened. I'm still in deep derealization, depersonalization. I have high anxiety and fear, which ebbs and flows, I will say that, and I have really bad cognition, cog fog and tinnitus and things still. I will say the depression, the chemical depression, is still better, maybe even more so. The depression I feel now is definitely situational, just from having to live this every day. I'm still not driving. Socializing is very difficult. When I do, it's generally in my home with close friends or family. It's very, very hard. I spend time in my room away from them. Everything's stimulating. But I fight. I'm just such a fighter. I find that I'm better if I'm trying to live a normal life as much as possible, even though it's so hard. I feel it distracts me and it makes me feel like I'm, I don't know, worthwhile, that I'm valuable in life. I know that's not everybody's plan, and it certainly wasn't the first year when I could barely move from the benzo-flu and the fatigue, but now that that's gone, I just find pushing myself helps. I stopped running on the treadmill. That was too much. I was driving myself crazy, setting unrealistic goals and such, and I'll have time for that when I'm better, so I did stop that. But I'm still working when I need to, mostly in my little baking corner, just alone, away from everybody. Paperwork's really hard. I'm amazed our business is still going forward like it is without my full presence there, but it is, and I thank God for that. So I just wanted to touch base with everybody. I've come to a realization this year that very possibly my full healing didn't start until I got off my last drug, and I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you all before, but August 4th, my birthday of 2014, is when I dropped the Seroquel. So I am now 45 months free of clonazepam, which was definitely the drug that really sent me downward. But I'm 29 months free of Seroquel in a few days. So that keeps me well within the time frame of the 3 to 4 year healing that you so often hear. And it's helping me to have a better mindset about this. So if that helps anyone, maybe try to think of when you got off your last drug, or if you're not off yet, that when you will get off, the healing really starts. I just want to reiterate that over the years, I have seen heart palpitations leave, earaches leave, the twitching, muscle twitching, some of the muscle pain has left. I've seen the benzo-flu leave and most of the fatigue leave. So I have seen improvements. It's just that what is remaining is so bad and so disabling that I don't feel like I'm that much better, if that makes sense. I'm just so tormented every day with this pressure and bodiness. It just doesn't stop, ever, at all. I mean, it's crazy. So that's what I'm dealing with. And then, of course, this daze that I'm in from the derealization. So I'm just trusting God. I'm trusting our body's ability to heal. And I'm just resting in the fact that so many before us have healed. We have to have faith. We have to keep the faith in our body's ability to come to homeostasis, assuming we stay away from all other drugs, alcohol, chemicals, and as much stress as possible, and feed our body healthy foods. We're going to heal. The proof is in the pudding. Read all the success stories, and you and I are going to be better than ever. We are going to be a shining example of someone who has been to hell and back through immense suffering. And all those naysayers and doubters and friends and family who may not have believed you are going to say, wow, it was true. And they're going to look to you as an example of someone who can survive so much torment. And they're going to look to you as a warrior that you are, and as someone that maybe can help them and help others with suffering. It may not be suffering from psych drugs. It may be suffering from, oh man, I mean, just all the stuff that this crazy life can throw at us. But you're going to be able to help other people. You know, I saw a movie trailer a while back. I can't remember the name of the movie, but in it was the quote. It was a war film, and in it was the quote, "Hope is our weapon. And victory, hope is our weapon and survival is victory." And that really spoke to me, because in the state that we are in, truly, survival is victory. It may not feel like it, but just getting through every day of this is a huge victory for me, at least. And the full victory is going to be when we heal. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have so much love and peace and joy and wholeness and fullness. We're going to celebrate life like nobody else we know. We have to hang on. And for my fellow believers, I just want to share that God downloaded these words to me a few months back. I know it was him. They just popped in my mind. And he said, "My hand is on you. My breath is in you. I tarry not but to bless you." And we have to believe that good is going to come out of this. Good comes out of suffering. Even for people who don't believe in God, I know that there's so many stories through history of positive things that have come forth from suffering. So we have to hold on. We have to trust that God has a bigger and better plan than we could ever imagine for our lives. And that this may be priming us for that. It may be readying us for our ministry, for our destiny. So we have to hang on to that knowledge and that faith that he put in us, and just that his grace, which is his power to work in us and through us, to be and do what we cannot on our own, is active in all of us, whether you believe or not. His grace is there for everybody who just gets up every day and gets through this. It's his grace that is keeping us in so many ways that we don't even realize. So please keep on fighting with me. Please stay the course, stay strong, dig deep inward, and pull out that warrior spirit that everyone has implanted within them. It's there. You just have to find it, and you have to believe it. Post affirmations, read, do whatever you have to do to keep going, because I'm here fighting with you. You know, my husband said a while back, "I think you're suffering so long because you're the marathon runner. You're not a sprinter. You're a marathon runner, and you're hanging in there because other people are following you. And if you can do it, they can do it." And I hope that that's true. Not that I want to suffer anymore, but I hope I can make an impact on people who are still in the throes of it and doubting that they can make it. Because, hey, I think it's like day 1,362 that I'm benzo free, plus years of tolerance withdrawal suffering before that. And I am still here, and I'm fighting every day, and I want you to fight with me. We need to corporately join our hands together and our souls together and say this drug and these money-hungry pharmaceutical companies and our doubting neighbors and family and friends are not going to win. We are going to win. We are going to be the lone survivor in our life that can step out of the hell we were in and say victory. We are all going to do that if you just put in the time. Okay, I love you all. I am going to be back again someday with amazing story of my healing. I promise. I know I will. So hang in there, friends. 2017 is going to be the year for many of us. It's going to be mine. I'm waiting on my suddenly, and I'm waiting on my miracle. Love you guys.